Spain 5, France 4, and what a game of football, people. It was unreal to watch. It's literally like watching Barcelona all over again. That's what it is. It's like watching PSG. These are the teams on the world stage, internationally and club level, that are bringing football back to where it should be. Consistent attacking football, consistently intense football, where they are bombarding literally the opposition with no answer. Yes, France had some resurgence towards the end, but Spain dropped the ball. But the goals they scored before that, Spain, oh, I'm just lost on some of them. I'm lost on some of them. That little flick to Marino, oh my lord, it is just Spain. It's Spain, guys, under De La Fuente. And you see this is a recurring theme, people. It's a recurring theme. De La Fuente, Luis Enrique, Hansi Flick, these kind of managers, they love to bring football back to where it was. That's what it is. None of this boring, sideways, backwards football that we've been seeing at Real Madrid for donkey's years. This is the kind of football that I want to see, and I hope that Xabi Alonso can bring this. I hope he can bring this beautiful, fluid football that you like to watch, that you want to see, and bring Real Madrid back into the limelight. And there's something about Spain when you watch them with Yamal, Nico Williams, Pedri. It's unreal. It's unreal. When they get on the pitch, they light up the stage. And Yamal, more so than others, every time he gets the ball, it's just mesmerizing. You're just waiting off the edge of your seat. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Same as Doué, guys. Same as him. Every time Doué gets the ball for PSG, you understand what he brings to the team. And these young players are the truth for the future of football. And you haven't really seen a player like Yamal in terms of mesmerizing at that specific age since Lionel Messi. Since him, since Fenomeno, Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo. That's what it is, guys. That's the kind of football that you want to see when you're ready. Even Ronaldo, to some extent at Manchester United, when he played there, where he was just exciting every single time he got the ball. When he got to Real Madrid, he became more of a machine, more of a authorized scorer, just goal scorer machine built into him. But at Manchester United, that's the kind of football you want to see. And Yamal's the next, guys. Doué's the next. These kind of players are just something else. They have something else about them where they're on the wings and they pick up the ball, they cut inside, and you're just guaranteed some kind of action on the goal. That's what it is, whether it be a pass, whether it be a shot, whether it be any kind of opportunity. And Spain, they offered that in abundance yesterday when they played France. They have a certain element of footballing IQ that is beyond any international team in world football. Yes, Argentina are a very solid team. Yes, Portugal are a very solid team. We've seen them beat Germany. But overall, Spain, I think, are the best team in international football. España, people. Those words I've waited to say for a long time. A long time since their Euro World Cup Euro trio winning trophy. Pretty much a three-peat in terms of international success. And I just love watching Spain play. They are just mesmerizing. And you've got to give every kind of credit to De La Fuente. He puts the faith in the youth players. He does. He puts faith in them because they have what it takes to build this Spanish team to go forward. Even Huijsen playing in the back. So there's some elements of this team that I really like. And there's something that I can't say that I don't like about this team. Yes, they do show some defensive lapses, some lapses in concentration. But I tell you what, the way that Barcelona are playing, the way that PSG are playing, the way that Spain are playing, it is just exciting on so many levels. And this is kind of alluding to what I want to talk about essentially for the second part of this video, and Xabi Alonso and what he can bring to the team. And I've seen your comments, guys. I've seen them on bringing the youth through, letting them settle into Real Madrid, being the next generation, and how pretty much Barcelona are building their team. Real Madrid need to do the same thing. They need to reenact that kind of path. And players like Huijsen, players like, for example, Stiller that we're looking to recruit, Mastantuono, these kind of players, they are the next generation. Talented, skillful players that could progress and could become really excellent players in years to come. I've seen the comments and I take it. I take it to note because, yes, sometimes bringing the big names, bringing in the big guns, bringing in the big egos doesn't suit Real Madrid because we have enough of them already. We have so many. We have Mbappe, we have Vini, we have Rodrigo that gets disappointed every time, Bellingham, big ego. So these kind of players, they need to be not fizzled out, but there are proper players that need to compete with them. And the only way you're going to do that is by bringing young projects through in terms of players that can really develop with the team and then play exciting football on the pitch. Players without no fear. Like when you get into a park on a Sunday and you're literally no fear. That's what it is. Because some of these players, they play with very high expectations. We know that Vini has a high expectation of himself. We know that Mbappe has, Rodrigo has, Bellingham has, Valverde has, the whole team has, Rudiger has, the whole team. But when they don't have that high expectation, when Real Madrid are recruiting players for the future, then it turns a different cycle. We turn into a cycle that can really develop Real Madrid into another element, not the Galacticos of old, where we were just recruiting players for the sake of it and bringing all the best names through, but then at the end, the trophies weren't counting towards that. So there are certain elements, yes, of bringing experienced players through. Like I would have liked to see Florian Wirtz come to Real Madrid, but bringing in midfielders, attacking-minded midfielders also, like Franco, for example, and Stiller maybe from deep, and then bringing in Huijsen, who we already have, bringing in Trent, who's experienced right back, and then maybe looking to progress from there into other transfers. I think it's a good move. And I maybe have to rephrase that from the last video where I say maybe I'm disappointed. I'm slightly disappointed, but maybe now not so, because I understand maybe the trajectory that Real Madrid want to go into, where we're not spending 150, 200 million on one player. We're using that money collectively to bring 4 really good players through and then eventually build a team around that. So there are certain elements of Spain, like for example yesterday, that we want to see in terms of how Real Madrid play. And I've always wanted De La Fuente as the manager. I've said it before, previous videos. I've said it before. I've outed that to every single person that you're probably watching, and you're probably saying, "Oh, why isn't De La Fuente our manager?" Well, I was calling for him to be our manager because he plays exciting football that I want to see Real Madrid play, and it's got to be that kind of method. It's got to be the method where the football, when we pick up the ball, we are always looking to attack. We don't look to divert away from that. We don't look to pass it around 10 million times around the defensive area before we initiate something. No, we transition from defense to attack in no more than 4 passes. Create the gaps, create the spaces, make the runs, make the timing count. And when you have players like Pedro, you can thread balls in thin air, like through the eye of a needle, then it counts. It counts when you have players who can flick the ball over to the likes of Marino. And then Marino obviously finishes it. Marino, guys. Marino finished it in a blink of a heartbeat. So, honestly, blink of an eye, sorry. And I've just got to commend Spain. What a brilliant performance. 5-4. Yes, we had defensive concentration dip towards the end of the match. But at the end of the day, we did get the job, and it was just such an exciting game of football. Guys, take care, honestly. It's been, it was an amazing match. And now, I probably will do a watch along to the final, because I know Northside's going to do one. I'm probably going to do a Northside hate along to Portugal. Spain versus Portugal. The Iberian Classico. Let's call it that, guys. Take care. Adios. And well done, Spain. Well done. Great. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.